Of Africa is blessed with a large amount of natural resources. The continent has 40% of the world's gold and up to 90% of the world's plutonium and platinum is on the African continent. The largest reserve of cobalt, diamond, and uranium in the world are in Africa. In fact, Africa holds 65% of the world's arable land and 10% of the planet's internal renewable freshwater sources. But all these natural resources have been extracted and exploited for centuries by Western corporations. But now, some African countries on the continent are trying to take full control of their natural resources. And one of these countries is Ghana, the Gold Coast of Mama Africa. A few months ago, the Vice President of Ghana gave a promise that his government is working hard to obtain London Bullion Market Association certification for the country's gold refineries so that Ghana can sell their own refined gold in the international gold market.
We must also deepen our industrialization through value addition to gold. Even though Ghana has 2 gold refineries, none has the London Bullion Market Association certification, and this limits our full participation in the gold value chain. We will urgently work towards LBMA certification for our refineries in the next few years.
So as I can see there, Africa as the continent have over 40% of the world gold, which is natural because that's where everything comes. Then we have diamond, uranium, coltan, which is used which is found in the Congo, which is used in cell phones and electronic stuff. You have platinum, you have cranium, and you have all those listed in the video. So as a continent, it's one of the richest continents there is to history. But as I say, the Westerners have have raped and used the continent and bleed the continent dry. It's like a tick, you know, like a tick on a dog or a cow. That's what the West and the Europe is to Africa. They suck the life blood out of Africa. For decades, they've been doing this. So, and ain't it funny how the country that has the most gold have to get certified to sell gold? So this is what the West do. They put system in place to keep the continent down. But this is what I love about the continent right now in Africa. The blooming economies in different parts of Africa where they are taking control back of. They're taking back control of all the resources, which is the gold, the cocoa. It's like Ghana, for instance. Ghana is banning everything right now, from backside to, I did a video on this earlier, from backside to gold, to iron, to exporting and importing foods like rice and beans and all that. So other countries in Africa do the same thing. Like in Kenya, they have Zimbabwe just ban lithium, the export of lithium. And a couple of other countries, and I hope the Congo can put a hold on the coltan as well, because that is when that can make the African continent explode economically. So I like how these new modern presidents are taking control of the resources of Africa. So that especially Ghana. So let's continue.
The government of Ghana is now going to collaborate with Rand Refinery to obtain the London Bullion Market Association certification to enable Ghana to take part and exploit the full benefit in the mineral value chain.
And you see here again, why is it the country that had one of the countries that produced the most gold in Africa on the continent, which is Ghana, why do they need to get certified to sell the same gold that they've been pillaging and stealing for all these decades? You see, it's ridiculous. Anyway, let's continue.
Gold is a shiny precious metal that is used for making jewelries, ornaments, electronics, and as an international currency. In the 18th and 19th centuries, these precious metals were found easily, especially in Africa. But in these modern days, it is very difficult to come by gold. The modern supply chain of gold has been broken into 8 stages, and these stages are 1. Miner, 2. Refinery, 3. Mint, 4. transport. 5. Wholesale. 6. Brokerage. 7. Depository or bank. And 8. The retail investor. None of these things supply chain is easy to venture into, and that is why many countries are blessed with gold but have been managed and exploited for centuries by Western corporations. In Africa, Ghana, South Africa, Sudan, and Mali are the top countries blessed with gold on the beautiful African continent. But it seems these countries are not seeing the blessing that comes with this precious metal, because most of the mining companies that are mining these precious metals in these countries are owned by foreigners. So they mine and export them to their home countries in their raw state. But Ghana and South Africa are some countries on the African continent changing this narrative, because these governments believe that refined gold.
You see, before I go any further, I get this video from, I don't know if it's AS1 channel or As1 channel, but he have a channel. He's an African dude. He's a Ghanaian too. So I get this video from him, from his channel. So I put the link in the description for you to go and check him out on his channel to see what else he does. And don't forget me as well. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's the Washington S2nd podcast. Don't forget to click the like button. It helps the algorithm, right? Boom.
Gold is more expensive than raw gold. And again, refineries also create job opportunities. So in one of our previous videos on this channel, we underscore the government of Ghana's commitment to establishing a state-owned gold refinery through the Precious Mineral Marketing Company and the Ghana Royal Gold Limited. And all these efforts...
Stick up in. By the way, Ghana now has 2 gold refineries, which means they're hiring local Ghanaian. I don't know if it's Ghanaian or Ghanaian. Put in the comment section if it's Ghanaian, or Ghanaian. Which one? So I don't want to mispronounce the word. So the government gonna get more money because they have a refinery there. More workers get paid, and the gold price gonna go up as well because it's done there. It's mined there, refined there. So naturally it's gonna make people make more money, which is the miners gonna get more money. The companies that gonna sell the gold get more money, and the refinery naturally the money gonna go to the government. So it's a win-win-win situation, and how you take it. So I like this Ghana president. He's doing a great job with the minerals and banning of products coming out of Ghana. Boom.
The government of Ghana are to improve its primary production of minerals to promote, refine, and produce gold bullion bars within Ghana. And as at the time this video was being recorded, Ghana has 2 refineries in the country. But
yeah, I just saw that, 2 refineries.
From the refinery supply chain to the retail investor, you will need a London Bullion Market Association certificate to get a good market price for your gold. The London Bullion Market Association, LBMA, is an international trade association with a global client base. On the other hand, it is like a wholesale over-the-counter market for the trading of gold and silver. These gold and silver produced by the accredited LBMA are called good delivery, and their good delivery gold and silver always follow a set of rules that is issued by the LBMA, which is describe the physical characteristics of the gold and silver bars used in the settlement in the wholesale London bullion market. Good delivery bars are supposed to follow a certain specification, which include a certain requirement regarding the fineness, the weight, the dimension, appearance, mass, and production of gold and silver bars. So for a refinery like Ghana to be accredited by the LBMA to supply...
Stick up in, but you realize that to produce gold, even though you have the mine, it's a long process. That's why gold is one of the reasons why gold is so expensive, and not because of the mineral itself. It's the process and the different stages it goes through. That's what put the value on gold or any minerals in general, like platinum, silver, gold, diamond. That's what caused the price to mount, is depending on the process it goes through. And so if you get minerals or jewelries that mine in that specific country and refine and sold there, you get it cheaper than if you go somewhere that they ship it to and sell it. Just as a side note.
gold and silver into the London bullion market, the country need to provide 3 current members with whom they have had a bullion-based business relationship for at least 1 year as attestors. They also must each provide a letter of recommendation confirming the nature and relationship with the business to get the certificate. Meanwhile, 5 companies are accredited by the LBMA as good delivery referees. The job of these referees is to supervise the good delivery system and monitor the companies with the good delivery certificates. So now, Rand Refinery is a South African company that is one of the accredited referees by the LBMA. The company is also a shareholder in all the big mining companies in Ghana, including the almighty AngloGold Ashanti Limited, Goldfield Limited, DRD Gold Limited, and AV Gold Limited. So the government of Ghana is ready to collaborate with Rand Refinery to help obtain the London Bullion Market certificate.
Yeah, they'll get it. They say 2 to 4 years process, but they'll get it.
Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia said that partnering with them does not only mean acquiring a certificate,
sorry for the nice of the best. So Shana, somebody come to you.
Will help the country
don't no more nice though.
Other countries committed on their journey
sorry about that, my daughter. Someone come to you.
Their mining sectors. And again, it will also help the country by providing Ghana with a seat at the table of an international respected body and offering wide-ranging benefits. Joining the LBMA will help Ghana gain insight and shape the future direction of the country.
Stick up in, but you see, all that process that they have to go through just to join and become certified as a seller for gold, even though they produce it and it's been sold for decades in the Europe and in the Americas. I'm telling you, they do all this to prevent these countries from gaining a foothold in the world of gold. So that's why you see all these certifiers, all the persons who have certified gold are Westerners and the Europeans. They don't have not one certifier that's based in Africa, even though Africa is the continent that have the most gold. You see that, right? But the good thing is South Africa has a member, and I don't think Ghana will have that. Ghana and South Africa have a decent relationship. And also because South Africa is in the BRICS, which is the with the Brazil, Russia, the BRICS. I did a video on the BRICS. You can go on my channel and check it out. And you didn't know what the BRICS is for those who don't know what the BRICS is. But Ghana, the president did say it's going to take around 2 to 4 years. I think that was like a year ago. So they have another maybe 2 years or less to get certified and then become a certified retailer in gold. So I can't wait for that to happen because as I tell you, I like how the continent, I like how the country, Ghana, the country, and I like how the president is putting his foot down and said no more Western chokehold on my country. I need my own certification. I need we're making our own chocolate, and I just found out they have one of the best chocolate in the world, Ghana, and the new bauxite, the new iron age, they just start making their own steel. We're starting this year, so the next 5 years there'll be no exporting of steel, so that's a plus, and more people will get job again, and the economy gonna grow. And I'm gonna do a video soon too also on housing in Ghana, because I see some pretty nice price and found some nice homes in Ghana. But let's finish this first before let's finish this video first.
Refinery. The country can also get access to specialist knowledge, resources, and advice from them. Dr. Bawumia made these remarks when the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Samuel Abujinapo, led.
Okay, I'll start the video because I'm basically gonna say just that's the finishing part. But anyway, as I said, the AS1 channel, I don't know if this is pronounced AS1 or AS1 channel, but go and check him out. He has some pretty good videos on Africa on a whole. So yeah, don't know. I hope you learned something, and I hope you like the idea of what the president is doing with the gold and all the other minerals and that they have in Africa. And more and more countries are doing this, because Zimbabwe just banned lithium. Lithium is one of, and Zimbabwe have the most lithium in the world right now. So the ban on that will make you have to come. They're gonna build their own refinery to refine lithium. So the Westerners and the Europeans have to come to Zimbabwe to get the gold, to get the lithium And Elon must already show interest because he has one of the biggest companies when it comes on to electric cars, and he needs lithium for sure. So I hear he's in talks with them to build a refinery in Zimbabwe. So that's a plus again. So you don't know. I hope you learned something. You don't know what it is. That's my whole goal here, for us to learn, grow, and stop listening to these Western media showing Africa the dirt and the big belly, pitting them with always the same flyer, the same spot on their face, and no villages with no light and running water. That's all they show on the Western media. And this channel, we're gonna highlight Africa, the continent, the beauty and the culture, the food and the riches they contain, and the wealth, and also the our history. I'm gonna go back some of the in these videos I did already. Talk about the kings of old who defeated the West, and how they when they came to Africa, they see these big cities already built, which they're claiming. But they are saying it's aliens built it. For some reason, they want to give black people our respect and our Jews, because we have doctors and all these things pre-colonialists came to Africa and colonized the continent. I don't know. Anyway, don't know what it is. Peace, one love, boom.